of the following objectives? Please read for us, Jonas. Can you see? Please read.
Okay. Ako po ba? Okay.
Yes, please read.
Learning objectives. Define and illustrate fundamental principles of counting, permutation, and circular permutation. Use permutations to find all possible arrangement involving a limited number of choices.
Okay, thank you, Jonas. So it's all about permutation. I think circular should not be included here. Medyo nasama. So that will be next meeting pa. Circular permutation. Please thumbs up if you are aware of the word permutation. Have you heard of the word permutation before? Thumbs up nga if you are aware of that word. Mukhang it's your first time to hear or to see the word permutation, no? Sige. So, this will be our lesson. Before that permutation proper, let's have the term Fundamental Principles of Counting, or FPC in acronym. Fundamental meaning basic principles of counting. So, it's about counting lang, which is also about permutation. So, let me start my presentation with this problem. Simple problem lang, which you can apply to yourself. So, Anne can't decide what to wear to her friend's birthday party. Party pa siya. She has 2 skirts and 3 shirts. How many ways can she dress up? Anyone? Can you guess? How many ways can she dress up? Let's say the black skirt and the white one, the white shirt.
9
So
ways
that's
po.
1. 9.
9 ways po.
How many? 9
9.
for Jonas. What about Nathaniel? How many for you?
Parang 3.
3 for Nathaniel. For Diana. Ilan sa'yo, Diana? 6 for
6
Diana.
po ata.
Who else is raising hand? Violet, how many?
6 po.
6 also. So, those who chat their answer, 6 daw. Yes. So, it's 6. So, there are 6 ways for Anne to dress up. And what are those 6? Can you give one? Please listen to your classmate. Don't give any more. Pag nabigay na, give one combination or one pair. Violet, give one pair.
The orange blouse and the black skirt.
So, orange and black, that's 1. Lagyan natin ng para hindi malito yung iba. Let me write. Oops. Saan yung pansulat ko dito? Ayan. So, let's say this is, anong tawag dito? Brown na lang kasi white tong white t-shirt, orange, this is pink, this is black. So, according, we are expecting 6 because that's what you said, diba? So, according to Violet, ano yung gusto mo ulit? Black and white ba? What did you say, Violet?
Black and orange po.
Pareho palang bitong nilagay ko, no? Anong ibang pwedeng letter? Khaki ba to? Light. Anong tawag doon? Off-white, no? Pero may O na tayo. Khaki na lang. Tama ba? Yan na lang. So, black and orange. Another pair. Another pair, Diana.
Yung khaki po, tsaka yung orange.
Khaki and orange. What else? We are expecting 6. Sharifa?
Khaki and white.
Khaki and white. 3 more. Lara?
Black and white.
Black and white. 2 more. Andrea?
Black and pink.
Black and pink. Last one. Last one. Sino pang gustong sumagot? Enzo?
Khaki tapos yung pink.
Khaki and pink. Complete na? Or can you still give pair of outfit? Wala nang pwede, diba? So, black and orange. Okay, black, black, black. Orange, white, pink, kaki, tatlo. Kailangan tigta tatlo. Or O, tatlo na yung O natin. O na. W, tatlo na ba? And then, hindi naman kailangan tatlo pala. Okay. 6 siya, no? 6. So, there are 6 ways for Anne to dress up. And there's a clue. Instead of thinking all these 6, instead of listing the combination, there's a clue. So, I will ask you later how to do that. Now, next slide. Yan. So, let's have the definition of fundamental counting principle. Please read the definition, Lara.
Fundamental counting principle can be used to determine the number of possible outcomes when there are two or more characteristics.
Okay, so thank you. So that's the term lang. For you to determine the number of outcomes or possibilities when there are two or more. Of course, two or more are needed because one, if only one, then you can already count kung ilan, kung isang set. And another is, this is the formula in terms of words. What does it mean? Fundamental counting principle states that, please read, Sharifa.
Fundamental counting principle states that if an event has n possible outcomes and another independent event has n possible outcomes, then there are n possible outcomes for the two events together.
Okay, so thank you, Sharifa. So looking at these m possible outcomes and another independent event has n possible outcomes. And then all you have to do is do this formula. M, remember in computer, you learned asterisk means multiplication, right? So all you have to do is to multiply. A while ago in the given, there were 2 skirts. So that's one outcome. 2 skirts and 3 shirts, t-shirts, di ba? So just multiply 2 times 3, 6. That's why the answer is 6 a while ago. Just multiply kung ilan. So ganun lang siya kadali. Next. Now, we can also apply fundamental counting principle when tossing a coin. I'm sure you are familiar with this. So, ayaw nang gumalaw ng coin ko. Ayan, ayan. Tossing a coin. So, example number 1. In how many ways can 3 coins fall? What do you think? Please think again. Raise your hand if you know. So, imagine, if you will toss a coin or flip a coin, and then 3 coins yon that you have to flip at the same time. It is ihagis nyo at the same time. So, how many ways can 3 coins fall? Ilang ways sila babagsak? So, take note, a coin has 2 sides. We call it tail and head. Those are the terms lang, but not actually tail yung makikita nyo. Pero usually head, kasi head yun ang kung sino mang hero, di ba? Or tail, tinatawag lang na tail yung likod yun. Yes, Diana, how many kaya? How many ways?
16 po ata.
16 according to Diana. How about the others? May nag-raise pa ba ng hand? Enzo, how many ways?
18.
Okay. Come again. 18. Which
18
one?
po.
18 for 18. So,
Apo.
16 for Diana, 18 for Enzo. Meron pa ba? More answer? Meron pa?
6 po yung sinabi ko.
6 ba sa'yo? Okay, 6 kay Diana, 18 kay Enzo. Meron pang hahabol? Is it really 6? Mukhang ko konti.
Ako po din 18.
18 ba? Sobrang dami ata nun. 18 din sa'yo, Jonas. So, 18 din si Jonas. How about the others? Isip-isip. Pwedeng when you toss or hinagis nyo yung 3 coins, pwedeng lahat pag bumagsak, ang makikita nyo, lahat heads. So, that's one way. Pag another hagis, pwede rin ang makita nyo lahat tails. So, that's second. Dalawa na. pwedeng magkakaiba. Yung isa head, yung isa tail, yung isa head ulit. Yung isa tail, yung isa head, yung isa head. Now, how many possibilities? That's the question. 6 lang ba? Or 18 ba? May iba pa bang nakaisip ng sagot? Yes, Aries. Ito, may sagot si Richmond, si Danny, si Aries. I think Aries got it correct. Aries got it correct. There are 8 lang. 8 ways that the 3 coins can fall. So, let's see why 8. Yan. So, there are 8. There's a shortcut. But before I reveal to you the shortcut, ito yon. So, if you will count, there are 8 sets, di ba? All heads, that's one possibility. Na pag bumagsak, all heads ang makikita nyo. Another is 2 heads, yung dalawang coins, naka-head siya. And then yung isa naka-tail. Another one, head, tail, tail, and the rest. Head, tail, 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 head, head, tail, head, tail. So, depende. Kasi 3 coins yan eh. So, there are 8 sets. 8 possible ways. Now, the shortcut, because you cannot all the time list. Paano kung nagmamadali kayo sa exam, di ba? Ito yon, 2 cube is equal to 8. Now, let me explain. May I ask you, why 2 kaya? 2 is constant here. Whenever we are talking about coin, it's always 2 as the base. So, why do you think 2? Anyone? Why do you think it's 2? It's constant. Dapat laging 2. Bakit kaya? There's a question. Isn't it THH the same as HTH? They are not the same when it comes to permutation because arrangement here is important. So later, when we go to the definition of permutation, you will understand why THH is different from HHT kasi the position or the order is important. Ibig sabihin, kahit may dalawang H siya at isang T, iba naman yung arrangement niya. Kunwari, si HHT, ibang arrangement niya kay HTH, kay THH. Kahit parehong tig-dalawang H at tig-iisang T. So, arrangement or order is important. Okay, so why 2? 2 because in a coin, there are 2
Yung sides
sides.
po. Oh.
Yes, very good, Jonas. 2 sides. Why 3 kaya? In this case, 3 is not constant. It will vary depending on the... So, in this case, bakit 3? Why is it 3, Andrea?
Okay.
Kasi po 3 coins
Okay,
yung
very good. There are 3 coins. That's why the exponent is 3. So, I hope you got it. So, again, 2 is constant whenever the problem is about coin or coins. Because in a coin, may nagra-radyo ata. I-mute ko muna. Okay, nawala. So, 2 because a coin has 2 sides, head and tail. 3 because in the given problem, there are 3 coins. So, if there will be 4 coins in the problem, our exponent here will become 4. Okay, got it? Now, let's have another example. This time, it's about a die. Have you seen like this in actual? It's
Yes.
different from... Ano yung ginagawa niyo? It's different from... Ano yung binubuo nyo na may different colors? What do you call that? Yung minsan naglalaro tayo during face-to-face, may palaro tayo na ganon.
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube. Very good. It's different This one is different. This is a die. Ginagamit siya sa... Do you know Mahjong? I don't know how to play that. Pero ginagamit yan sa mga casino rin. Now, the important thing that you have to remember here is, in a cube, there are how many sides? How many sides in a cube ba? Let me see if you can...
6.
6. Very good, Jonas. So, a cube has 6 sides. Tapos, each side has corresponding number of dots. So 1, and then you can see here 1, 2, 4, 6 dots, my 4. So one side, 1 dot, another side or another face of the cube, 2 dots, 3 dots, 4, 5, and 6. Yun. So yun yung tatandaan nyo. Now, the question is, in how many ways can 2 dice fall? What if we have 2 dice? Dalawa yung dice natin, and sabay nyong i-roll or ibabagsak, pwedeng i-roll. Now, how many ways ang lalabas kaya? Yes, Valerie?
36.
Yes, very good. 36. Nag-get agad ni Valerie how to do it. Of course, hindi nilista ni Valerie lahat yon kasi ang dami nun, di ba? Siguro, Valerie, tell us, how did you get 36?
6 times 6 po.
Okay, that's it. 6 times 6. She applied the formula in coin, but this time, instead of 2, you have to use 6 as your base because a die has 6 sides, right? 6 faces. Tapos, there are 2 dice, kaya the exponent is 2. So, 6 times 6 is 36. So, very good, Valerie. Now, let's see the actual list. Ayan. So if you will count all the pairs, all the list, there are 36, no? There are 36. Hindi ko na makita yung pang-annotate ko for me to erase. Yan. So there are 36. Ang dami, no? Ayan. So, 1, 1. Possible na sabay na bumagsak parehong 1 yung naka-face up. Makikita nyo naka-face up. Pwedeng 1, 2, 1 and 3, yung isa 1 and 4, and so on, and up to 6, 6. So, there are 36 possibilities, 36 ways. So, 6 squared, 36. So, 6, because there are 6 faces, 6 numbers in a cube. 2 because there are 2 dice. There are 2 dice or cube na given sa problem. So I hope it's clear because it's easy naman to solve. Now, let's combine the coin and the cube or the die. A student is to roll a die and flip a coin at the same time. How many possible outcomes will there be? Sige, make your guess again. Or you can also apply the rule a while ago about exponent. Pwede ba yon? Yes.
2.
2 lang ba? So take note that a coin has 2 sides and a die has 6. Yes, Nathaniel?
16 pala.
12 ways.
12 ways for Nathaniel. Very good, Nathaniel. Since we're talking of 1 coin lang and 1 die, Nathaniel, how did you get 12?
Miss 6 times 2. Tama ba, Miss?
Yes, that's it. Very good. Kasi isang die lang, saka isang coin. Kaya simply multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. So very good, Nathaniel. So again, reminder, those who recited, whether right or wrong, please chat in the box. Chat that you recited. Okay. So that's it, Nathaniel. Very good. Let's see. Let's have the answer here. So pwede kasi that when you roll the die and flip the coin, pwedeng 1 and head ang partner. Si die, ang nakita nyong nag-face up is yung number 1, yung isang dot. And kay coin naman, si head yung nakikita nyo. Pwede rin na kay die yung number 2, yung dalawang dots, and kay coin yung head pa rin. So 1 and head, 2 and head, 3 and head, 4 and head, 5 and head, 6 and head. So i-pair nyo. 1 and tail, 2 and tail, 3 and tail, 4 and tail, 5 and tail, 6 and tail. So there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 possibilities or 12 ways. Now, in shortcut, yan, if you are not required to list all the pairs or all the outcomes, simply do this. 6, because there are 6 faces in a die or 6 numbers. times 2 kasi there are 2 sides in a coin. So 12 outcomes. Next. Now, let's have the permutation. So, permutation. Remember the word permutation. So, what is permutation? Andrea, can you read?
It is an arrangement of objects in which order is important. The six possible permutations of the letters A, B, and C are ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, and CBA.
Okay, so thank you, Andrea. So this is the definition of permutation about order, arrangement of objects. Order is important. So mahalaga yung order, meaning to say, kagaya niyan, there are 6. Kasi ABC is different from ACB. Yung position, arrangement, yung pagkakalagay ng pwesto, pag magkakaiba, magkaiba yon. That's another possibility or outcome. But later, maybe next week, when we go to combination, kasi permutation, next is combination na lesson. Combination is different naman. In that case, order is not important. Kaya pag combination ang pinag-uusapan, ABC is only one combination. Isang combination lang yan. Kasi kahit balik-balik rin mo ang posisyon, for combination, isa lang yon. Pare-pareho lang yon. But when we are talking of permutation now, order is important. Pag nabaliktad na yung pwesto nyo, iba na yon. Iba na yon. That's another outcome. That's why napaparami sa permutation. Okay? So, in this example, we have 3 letters here and there are 6 possible permutations. Yan. Agree, there are 3 letters lang pero magkakaiba ng position. That's why there are 6. Now, this is the formula. NPR, N means the number of objects. P means permutation. R is the number of objects you're picking or the required number. So later you will understand once we solve the problem. Now, if you want to make it longer, it's the same as n factorial. Have you heard the word factorial? You will see this in calculator. And you can also use your calculator to solve for permutation. But for now, please understand the formula. So it's not exclamation point, but it looks like exclamation point. But in math, when you see like this symbol that looks like exclamation point, it means factorial. Factorial, remember factorial. I will discuss more about this next meeting. So factorial, all over, meaning divide by, and minus r, ipagmaminus nyo lang, ilan yung number of objects minus ilan yung kukuhain mo lang or kailangan mo lang. And then after subtracting that, get the factorial. No need to memorize because you can compute this using calculator. So example, there are 6 objects, then you have to get the number of ways of permutation and you need only 3. So 6p3 is equal to 6 factorial over 6 minus 3 factorial. Ganyan yun lang yung gagawin. Okay, be sure you have calculator with you. Let's solve this. But before that calculator, this is how you will solve this. Wait, nasa na yung pang-annotate ko. Ayan. So, when we say factorial, when you see 6 factorial, it's the same as 6 times 5 times 4 times 2, 3 times 2 times 1. So, it's going down, decreasing, and you have to multiply all the numbers. Tapos, i-divide mo siya by 6 minus 3 is 3. It means to say 3 factorial to, di ba? So, divide by 3 times 2 times 1. Sometimes no need to get to write 1. Anyway, when you multiply by 1, you'll get the same. Pwedeng hanggang 2 na lang. So, here we can cancel 1, 2, wait, and 3. Ayan, 3, di ba? Tapos, simply multiply the remaining. In case you don't have calculator, ganyan yung gagawin nyo when you solve this. So, 6 times 5, that's 30 times 4. 120. Tama ba? So, 120 ways pala. Now, there's another shortcut. Diba? 6. Tatlo lang yung kailangan mo. 1, 2, 3. Kaya, 6 times 5, 6 times 4. Hanggang dun lang. Kung ayaw mo nang gawin lahat to, that's the same. So, tatlo lang yung kailangan mo because of this and 6. So, you start with 6. Tapos, hanggang tatlong numbers lang. And then, multiply all this, you'll get 120. Now, get your calculator. I'll try to download calculator para mas mapakita ko. So, in your calculator, you will see, sige, hanapin nyo nga, sige, sinong unang makakahanap? Look for the key factorial sa calculator ko. Kung makita, yan. Saan makikita yung factorial na symbol? Ayan, nandun siya sa baba. Naka-orange sa akin. Naka-orange. Sa tapat ng key na x raised to negative 1 ba yun? Or inverse x. Nakikita ba? Tapos hanapin nyo yung NPR. NPR nandun sa lapag ng x, ng multiplication sign. Nakuha? Now, try to press. For us to get 120, are you following me? Yan. So, using your calculator, press nyo muna yung shift. Shift and then X. Shift X and then, hindi muna yun. Press 6, shift X, and then press 3. So, makikita nyo sa calculator, 6P3. And then, equal sign, so you'll get 120. Thumbs up nga kung nakuha yon.
Miss, I don't get it. X and then...
Okay, press 6. Tapos, inverse or shift. Shift P kasi, and then X. Inverse X. Kasi, I do not know if we have the same calculator. Same ba? Na yung NPR...
Miss, I'm using an online calculator.
If online calculator, I do not know if you can see that NPR. I think yes. So, simply press that NPR. Kasi, in the regular calculator, scientific calculator, you will see NPR sa X, sa baba ng X. Diba? So, simply press 6, tapos, shift, sometimes shift X. Diana, in your calculator, nasa baba din ba ng X yung NPR mo?
Miss, naka-online calculator lang po ako.
Online ka rin. Ayan. Pero sa online calculator, nakikita yung NPR. Tama?
Opo.
Okay, sige. Sige, I don't have online calculator here, pero simply press that and then 3. Kasi shift X is this one. NPR yan. Kasi nandun yon. And equal sign, you'll get 120. Sometimes it depends upon the calculator, so it's a matter of practice how you will get 120. Okay? Sige, practice later. Next. Let's solve this problem. Find the number of ways 4 people visited in 4 chairs in a row. So there are 4 people, 4 persons. Since 4 yan, oops. Yan. Since 4, the same yung N tsaka R. N, R. So meaning to say, this is 4P4. In this case, it's easy. It's like 4 factorial over 4 minus 4 factorial, which is the same as 4 factorial over 0 factorial. Sige, if you don't have calculator, you have to learn this. Now, take note, 0 factorial is always 1. Try to press that in your calculator. 0 factorial is always 1. Kaya ang mangyayari dito, it's 4 factorial na lang kasi ito magiging 1, right? So, whenever you see that N and R are the same, no need to do this. Simply go to your calculator and do this. I-press nyo yung 4 and press factorial, you'll get, ano sagot dyan? 4 shift tapos inverse x, 24 yung sagot. Tama? Or, if you don't have calculator, ganito na lang gawin mo. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Tama? Kasi going down, you have to multiply. So, 4 times 3 is 12 times 2, 24. So, 24. 24 yung sagot. Okay na yan? Question? Sige, next. Problem number 2. In how many ways can 4 people be seated in 3 chairs? A while ago, lahat sila. Lahat ng 4 makakaupo kasi 4 yung chairs. Pero this time, nabawasan yung chairs, only 3 chairs, and there are 4 people. So, in how many ways can 4 people be seated in 3 chairs? So, pwedeng yung isa hindi mauupo. Next naman yung isa, palit-palitan. In how many ways magiging possible yon? So, ganun din ang gagawin. Apply the formula. This will be for P3. Always remember, yung 3, yung mas maliit, ang laging R. Hindi pwedeng yung mas maliit maging malaki. I mean, hindi pwedeng yung R is more than N. So, always remember, the bigger number should always be N. And the smaller number is always R. So, there are 3 ways to do this. One is using factorial like this, and then 4 minus 3 factorial. Another way is, since there are 3 chairs, 1, 2, 3, just create 3 lines following the number in R. Tapos, starting 4 times 3 times 2. Going down lang. 4, 3, 2. Yan, kasi 3 chairs lang eh. Another way is, there are 2 ways lang pala. Ayan, so gawin nyo na yan. 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Optional yung 1 Tapos 4 minus 3 is 1. Kaya 1 factorial lang yon. 1 factorial. So, ganon. 4 times 3, 12 times 2. I think the same answer in this case. 4 times 3, 12 times 2, the same answer. But it's not always the same, Depende sa number. In this case, nagkapareho lang. Nagkapareho lang sila. So, 24 possible ways. 432. 432. So, pwede nating palitan siya ng 5. Pwedeng palitan ng any number. Okay, next. Ito na yung 5 pala. I think this is the last. So, madali yung lesson natin today. Yan. Find the number of ways 5 people be seated. Hindi pala ito. Be seated in 5 chairs in a row. So, ganun yung gagawin. Pag parehong-pareho yan, simply press 5 factorial. Can anyone give the answer? What's the answer here? Yes, so 120 according to Sharifa. Let's see. 5 shift inverse factorial. Yes, 120. Since the same yung N and R, simply do this in your calculator. And to do this, i-press nyo muna yung 5, diba? Tapos makikita nyo yung shift. Shift din ba sa calculator nyo? Tapos yung ganyan, makikita nyo yan, diba? So, yun yung mga ipipress nyo. And then, eto, kasi, ang equivalent ng shift x inverse, yun na yung factorial. Tapos, yun na. So, let me see again, 5, shift inverse. Then, equal sign pa. Press equal sign. And the answer is 120. Okay, nakuha? Pagparehong-pareho. Next. I think yung last is binawasan ng isa yung row. Ayaw niyang mag-move to the next slide. Ayan. Find the number of ways 5 people visited in 3 chairs. So, binawasan pala ng dalawa, naging 3 chairs. Kanina 5 factorial because 5 chairs. This time, 3 chairs na lang. So, you have to do it this way. Sige, sagutan nyo muna. What's the answer? What is the answer? May mga sagot sila. Yes, very good. Lahat ng sumagot dito, tama. 60. 60. So, pwedeng 3 chairs, kaya you start 5 times 4 times 3. So, ganyan lang gagawin. 5 times 4, 20 times 3, 60. 60 ways. Or, if you want to use calculator, this is 5P3. So, press 5 muna. Next to 5, yung shift, di ba? Shift X, kasi nasa baba niya yung P, yung NP. So, shift X is equivalent to NPR. Tapos, press 3, and then press equal sign, and the answer is 60. Ayan, 60 yung sagot. Okay, nakuha ba? So, more practice kayo when you do the asynchronous task. So, that's all about the lesson for today. Question? By the way, let me remind, I hope you are here. Siguro i-message ko sila one by one. There are, I think, 6 people pa who have not yet submitted performance task number 3. Number 2. Yung pina-extend
Miss,
ko,
diba,
yung
what's the
submission.
project again? Is that the, ano yan, what's
I
that
think you submitted, Anika. You submitted your project. No worry for you. Wait, I have list. Hindi ko, wait. I cannot announce here. So I'll just message na lang. If you know that you did not submit your PT number 2, the one about sprinkler, plantita, tama ba? Yon. But those who got perfect in quiz number 3, if your score is 28, you are exempted in that PT number 2. I've checked already. I'll send to you the checked output to your PT one by one. So if you did not receive yours, meaning you did not submit. And I have to message one by one those people. And please stay on Thursday. I'll give you special PT para madalian. If you cannot submit before Friday, because we have to encode na the grades. Again, ha? It's submission of grades na this week, kaya please submit. I think 5 sila or 6 ba? Or let's agree on Thursday. Ang ire-record ko, bagsak ko rin yung ano nyo, yung quiz number 3. Pag yun ang na-record ko, magiging 70 or below 70 ang grade nyo sa card. Yung mga hindi nag-submit. Because, as all you know, PT has the highest ba? In math balance pala, 50%. 50% ang PT, 50% then ang written words. Okay, question. So, today you learned about permutation and fundamental counting principle. So, on Thursday, let's have more about permutation. More problems about permutation. I put here, answer as many as you can. It's up to you. It's for you to practice, ha?